Welcome back to your weekly roundup of everything that happened in Zenless Zone 0, where we will cover everything that you missed inside and outside of the game. Of course, this past weekend was the special livestream showing off everything coming in patch 3.1, as well as the anniversary rewards. I do have a video going over all of that though, so if you want a recap, you can check that out. The most notable thing though probably is the free S-Rank and S-Rank engine selector, but otherwise though, there is still a lot of other news to go through this week. First things first though, starting with in-game news, we have two new redeemable codes for some polychrome. That is ZZZ 2-year and ZZZ31 Remiel. Both of these are in all caps, and redeeming these will earn you a nice cool 110 polychrome. Now it may not be much, but hey, every little bit helps when it comes to those pulls. And then later on the 22nd will be the start of the double drop period for combat simulation stages. This is going to be perfect to help you farm up some upgrade materials that you might need for Remiel next patch. Mainly the XP and upgrade chips for both her and her engine. As a brand new Lumen character, she will also have her own new Lumen skill chips that you will need to farm once the new update drops. The double drop period will last for 5 days though, from the 22nd to the 27th. Also on Friday will be our regularly scheduled Shiyu defense reset. For the first stage, all agents' chain attacks and ultimate damage will be increased by 40%, and when a chain attack hits an enemy, their stun damage multiplier will be increased by 20% and their day's recovery will be slowed down by 15%. Essentially, meaning that they will be stunned for a little bit longer. The second stage will increase agents' anomaly proficiency by 20 points, and it will increase all anomaly damage dealt by 10%. And if there is at least one anomaly agent on the squad, you will ignore 5% of the enemy's damage resistances. This is boosted to a 15% if there are 2 anomaly agents. If there are 3, then that's whatever, it's only 2 that you get the bonus for. The final stage increases agent ice damage by 30%, as well as basic and chain attack damage, which will be increased by 20%, and then crit damage will be increased by 35%. Otherwise, with it being the last week of the patch, that's pretty much it for this week. Naturally, it's a slow one, as instead all eyes are focused on next week, as patch 3.1 is scheduled to start on July 29th. And if you're in need of some polychrome to prepare for that patch and the pulls for Remiel, why not try using U7Buy? A fast, safe, and affordable place to purchase top-ups for a bunch of different games, including of course Zenless Zone 0. And there's no need to worry about the reliability. As you can see by the reviews of U7Buy over on Trustpilot, they are highly rated. U7Buy's Zenless Zone 0 top-up page lets you recharge instantly for a fraction of the price. You'll see the prices look similar to in-game at first, but once you hit buy now, the price drops at checkout to the actual discounted amount. You're paying less without even realizing it at first. And the process is simple. Just select your server, enter your UID, complete the payment, and the monochrome will be sent directly to your account in seconds. No other account information necessary. And if you want to save even more, you can also use my discount code Shanaha for another 8% off your purchase. So click the link in the description below and head on over to U7Buy and start saving today. Moving on to the social media side of things, firstly there are 2 birthdays to take note of. The first was for Suna, and the other birthday was for Harumasa. Maybe that's why they decided to include Harumasa though in the special exclusive rescreening banner for patch 3.1. They saw his birthday was coming up and then they were like, oh, right, he exists. I guess we should do something with him, huh? But either way though, happy birthday to both of them, as well as anybody else who has a birthday in the coming week. We've also got some new freebies in terms of wallpapers. There is a set of wallpapers featuring Norma from her EP, and there's also a version 3.0 set of wallpapers showcasing the various scenes from throughout the main story. 4K versions of these beautiful shots are all available, free to download, using the links in the description below. Otherwise, there are also some event giveaways happening over on Twitter. The first is painting the remaining pages together with Remiel. All you have to do is take this template and in the blank spot, draw a portrait of any agent of your choosing. No matter how pretty or how refined the drawing is, every entry will count. Share your work alongside the corresponding hashtags ZZ0 and RemiDraws, and you will stand a chance to win a plush storage pouch. These portraits go hand in hand with the ongoing 3.1 preparation events, where hopefully you have remembered to pre-register for some free polychrome, and also you can do some daily activities to get some lucky draws too for other rewards. The other event is to go alongside the recently announced Operation Yum. By following the official Zenless Zone 0 Twitter account and using the hashtag Operation Yum 2026, and then saying what food you want to try out the most out of the collab options, you stand a chance to win a random framed acrylic card set. Operation Yum itself will actually kick off only in August 1st though. running all the way up until the end of September. And then as a reminder, Hoyo Fest tickets went on sale starting last week. So if you would like to attend Hoyo Fest, be sure to go and grab your tickets. Otherwise, another upcoming event is Gamescom, happening towards the end of August in Germany. And if you would like to attend this Gamescom, then there's a chance that you could win 2 one-day tickets for yourself and a friend. If you follow the official Zenless Zone Zero English account and then leave a comment with the hashtag HoyoverseGC26, you could be one of 2 winners that could win the ticket pair. Zenless Zone Zero isn't the only account holding these ticket giveaways though, as the other Hoyoverse related games appearing at Gamescom are also hosting giveaways. So if you'd like to increase your odds at winning those tickets, be sure to check them out as well. But for more information, you can check the link tweet in the description below. And then lastly, moving on to the speculation zone. One of the biggest announcements shown off in the 3.1 stream was the reveal of a collaboration with Honkai Star Rail in winter of this year. Well, we may already have some leaks regarding who the collaboration units will be. It seems as though in Zenless Zone Zero, we are likely to be getting Robin. Meanwhile, in Honkai Star Rail, Astra Yao will be appearing, which, when you think about it, kind of makes sense. They're both songstresses, so they've got that connection between them. I don't know how exactly they'll end up traversing through time or spaces, but there's that link between them at least. I do find it funny though that supposedly it's not just Astra Yao, but also Ellen Jo, because of course it's Ellen. It's always Ellen whenever it comes to promoting the game. You'd swear Ellen Jo was also like a secret void hunter herself with how much she appears. There are some other teasers though that came from China, and that first one is starting with the coming soon image right here, with 5 silhouettes and text that says Zenless Zone Zero 2026 Carnival, which is likely going to be some sort of concert. From right to left though, we can see the silhouettes of Hugo, Claret, Vivian, Valina, and what I would assume is potentially Norma, although it might be a bit of a stretch, but I can't think of anyone else that is short with long hair like that. That would fit that silhouette at least. Lastly is a showcase of upcoming merch. First is the special merchandise collaboration with KFC, as well as some other gacha merch. This includes some tiny Agent Blind boxes, and the image only shows section 6, but it's unknown if other factions will also be included. Although there are some Bangbu themed blind boxes too. These blind boxes and the KFC collaboration items are likely only available in China, so you need a proxy to be able to purchase these. However, there are some other figures that were teased that should be available to everyone worldwide. The first one is a Good Smile Company Suna Nendoroid figure, and then there was a 1/8 figure shown for both Belle and Ellen. Remember what I said about Ellen being everywhere, by the way? Yeah, see what I mean? I also find it kind of funny that this is yet another skin that we're like getting teased with by Ellen through a collaboration that we're not getting in game. I mean, we've got her one skin, yes, but think about all the different skins that we could have for Ellen. There's this skin here in her figure, there's the Operation Yum skin that she's recently gotten, there's the Yadia bike one as well. There are so many different skins that we could get for Ellen, but no, it's Remiel that gets 2, where one of them is just a recolor, like a player 2 recolor of her original white. I know, it might be a hot take, but the black outfit, I mean, sure, the black outfit does look good, but at the end of the day, it's kind of just a recolor. And then though, the big boy is the Yishan 1/7 scale figure, complete with its own little special base and everything. Maybe we will be receiving our own announcements for these figures and constants at a later date, but otherwise though, you'll have to keep your eyes and ears peeled to Chinese sites if you'd like to get your hands on some of these. Otherwise though, that is everything happening this week. If you made it to the end of the video, then leaving a like as well as commenting and subscribing would be greatly appreciated. It's just over 1 more week for patch 3.1 and I cannot wait. And I know you can't either. But until next time though, bye bye.